Yo, in every anime figure YouTuber's videography, there comes a time when you make the anime figure pre-orders of blankety blank blank 3 video, and this is that video. I will be going over all the financial ruin that I'm going to be going through this entire year, and hopefully not into 2024, but we'll see about that. Before talking about my pre-orders, I want to talk about my cancellations that I have done over the past few months, because going into this year with the yen going slowly coming back up into the conversion rate of $1 or 1 USD to about 90 yen, it hurts. It hurts a lot, quite a lot, especially with shipping still being so expensive. And I don't think shipping is going to go down anytime soon, which is sad to think about, but that happens. If you watched my other two previous videos, you would know that I pre-ordered PA-15 about 2 years ago now in 2021, and we're going into 2023, and she's not here. She's been delayed several times until June 2023, and that's not if that company delays her again. I'm hoping for everybody who has her on pre-order that she does come out in June 2023, but yeah, I ended up canceling her. I did put her order through Solaris Japan because everyone else was sold out at that time, but January, when we get into my pre-orders, January is pretty chonkers, so I had to put that money else somewhere. And when she comes out, whenever she comes out, hopefully in June, I'll pick her up by then. But fat company always letting me down, man. At least not with the figure department, but dude, these order dates are insane, dude. It's really sad. The other three are figures that I didn't talk about, but I had put them on pre-order. It's just that when we were going into this month, as I said, I went through and kind of went, oh, I don't really want these figures anymore and stuff like that, and canceled them on AmiAmi. So the first one being Zhao. I don't know, like, I look at this figure, I think it's the promotional photos that Hoyoverse put up, but I feel like his face is off, or at least the way that they displayed him doesn't look like Zhao to me. I asked Monkey, aka Zhao's husband, if that looks like Zhao, and he said it looks like Zhao, but I don't know. He kind of still looks off to me. And I have something ordered that month. I will be going into it again when we go into that video, but let's just say when we go into, I think, June, I'm gonna need all the money I can get. So sad that he came out that month. I don't think he's gonna come out that month because this is a Hoyoverse figure, and Chinese figures tend to just get pushed back until AmiAmi can actually get them. Case in point, my Surtur Mythos is still delayed. I hope Zhao fans get him on that date. The other scale that I ended up canceling is the Azure Lane Taco and her sister ship. And like they're standing right next to each other, and well, yeah, I pre-ordered it for very obvious reasons. I'm not saying that I don't want this figure, or I guess figures, because there's two. At the price, I think it's 39,000 yen for both of them, which is, I mean, in this market time, that's not bad because this is two 1/7 scales, and I think they look amazing. Like Alter like popped off, but what made me want to cancel them is that they have an announcement for St. Louis and her car dress, and if you've seen any other like GKs, or like if you've seen that skin, dude, that dress is insane. And if Alter pulls off like a car, like say like the 1/10 Rin from Yuri Camp, and like if they pull off like a St. Louis 1/10 in a car, or Lord forbid a fucking 1/7. If it's a 1/7 in a car and she's like that, dude, R.I.P. my wallet. So I ended up canceling the two sisters to go for St. Louis instead, because maybe it's going to come out this year, and if it comes out this year, then I'll be ready. If it comes out next year, then well, oops on me. But I have a sneaking suspicion that's going to come out this year. I'm not sure when, but maybe on the later half, maybe like September to December, but I think it's going to come out by then, and at least I'll be ready. One more thing, I tried really hard not to order any Nendoroids this year. I have an order for the Marin Nendoroid, which honestly I might not keep that order, but with Ami Ami I ordered two because one's going to my brother and one was going to me, but at this point I'm like, I don't know if I really want the Nendoroid anymore. I kind of rather just get the Aniplex scales or maybe another scale by another company. If I was gonna get a Marin Kirigawa figure, we'll see when she comes in and I'll look at her and decide then. And the other one that I kept was the Kirby 30th anniversary Miku. Hello? 30th anniversary edition by Good Smile. He's coming out in April. This is my little pink boy. I love Kirby a lot, so I had to keep that order. Like he first went out for an order on Ami Ami. I had a chance to get him, but then I was like, oh, but like if I wanted a Kirby Nendoroid, I just get the other ones. And then my friends were like, oh my god, the Kirby Nendoroid, you put an order through it yet? I heard that the orders are closed. I was like, what the fuck? And they reopened again, and this is the second order that's going to be putting out in April. I think the first wave is coming out this month actually, so if you got him during the first wave, good on you, man. You got him early, but I have to wait until April, and I'm not going to cancel that pre-order. I did, however, cancel King DDD. I looked at him again and I was like, why did I pre-order him? I think I only wanted him just because I had the 30th anniversary Kirby coming in, and I don't think I really want King DDD. If I wanted another like Kirby character, I think I would want Meta Knight, but like King DDD and like Waddle Dee and stuff like that, I'm good. So I canceled him, and I think I have two other Nendoroids coming in. I have Toru and the Kana Nendoroids coming in, but I also am on the fence about canceling them, or if not, I'll just give them to my brother, because my brother really likes Dragon Maid. But these two, like, I look at Toru, I definitely don't like Toru as much as Kana's, and even with Kana's I'm like, hey, I mean, she's really cute, but I mean, with Nendoroids I'm kind of done with them. Like, I don't really like posing them and opening them and stuff like that. I mean, but they're really cute. Like, look at this Kana, she's so adorable eating that crab. For now, I'll keep my orders through with them, but when they come in, I'll get a look at them. I'll figure it out by then. But for now, these two are kind of just like on a thought bubble, because I don't want to figure out how to get them again on the aftermarket. Okay, so we're moving on from the canceled figures, and we're moving on from the Nendoroids. Now we can get into the scale figures, baby. January is a stacked month. Some of these are paid off though, so that's a good thing. So let's start off, oh my god, the Symphony Miku, the 5th anniversary by Good Smile. I have been waiting for this figure. I think in my previous videos, I've talked about her in length, I think, in my previous video, but as like just an update, her base is the music box. It plays the symphony's theme of that year, and her hair makes a 5, and oh my god, and under the sliding it looks so good. Oh my god. I think I ordered this through the US site through Good Smile Company, so whenever it comes in, the Good Smile Company US is gonna get her later. They're notorious for like getting stuff super late, but I'm okay with waiting for this one. I was not okay waiting for PA-15, but this one's a different case. I will wait for the ends meet until she comes in. Next, I have another Hatsune Miku figure. I have the Lamrock Sing version of Hatsune Miku. I put an order through Tokyo Otaku Mode, and she's made by Stronger 1/7 scale. She's super cool. I'm glad that enough people canceled her for me to get a pre-order for her through Tokyo Otaku Mode. It's been in like Fat Company territory for like the past couple months now, where Stronger and Tokyo Otaku Mode just keep pushing her back. So hopefully she comes out this month, but again, she's like just like the Symphony Miku. I will wait until she comes out. I'm not going to cancel through Tokyo Otaku Mode, especially with their cancellation policy. So whenever she comes in, she comes in. I'm not too worried about that one. And then I totally forgot I had this on order. I have Farine by 1/7 scale by Max Factory. Oh, this figure is insane. I love how dynamic it is. I love her face. I love the base, her pose. The paint job looks amazing. I think Max Factory is going to pop off. I know they're going to pop off because, oh my god. I don't know what else to say. Like I said with the Symphony Miku, I've already talked about her in length, and ooh, I'm excited. I'm super excited. I know that box is gonna be huge, but ooh, oh my god, it's gonna be so worth it. Next, I have the Art Knights Silver Ash 1/8 scale York's Bliss version, made by Good Art Shanghai and Good Smile, which is basically just Good Arts Shanghai, with Good Smile being the publisher, whatever. You know, metadata is not very important with these type of things, you know. But oh, he looks so nice. I'm super excited to have a male figure from Arknight, and he says it's supposed to be like 11 inches tall, which is kind of huge for a 1/8 scale. And if he's just that huge in real life, and fucking 6'6" looking ass motherfucker, god damn, super fancy man. I'm super excited for him to come in. I guess I'll put this in, by Cynthia, a pop-up parade by a Good Smile Company. This one's kind of been on the fence for me for a little while. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it like Cynthia a lot. She's like my favorite character from Fire Emblem Heroes. Just three houses, three houses, three heroes. My favorite gacha game. She was like my initial like first waifu up, and when Good Small Company was like, oh, we're making some of the students and stuff like that, I instantly jumped on it. I have the Bernadetta figure, but this figure, I don't know. Like, I don't think I really want just a student pop-up parade of just like Cynthia. I think I want like a scale figure of her, but like I know she's not getting a scale figure. But if Verona could get a scale figure, I can believe in anything at this point. So I mean, oh, I just realized this one's coming in very soon. Tomorrow, when this video comes out, this figure is gonna come out. Oh man, I'm ready. The Hatsune Miku B-style My Dear Bunny version by Freeing. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this one. Super excited. This is just like Miku month, essentially, because we have like three of like some of the best Mikus that have come out in like a while. I'm super glad that I don't have to pay $1,000 for this one. She got a re-release with tights. Like, a lot of people were like, I'll take a bunny without tights if it's this Hatsune Miku bunny, and I was in the same boat, and I'm glad that Freeing just kind of was just like, you know what? I think it was the Project Diva, what is it? It's not 39. It's essentially Project Diva went to Steam, and Freeing was like, oh, we'll re-release this for like collaboration with that game releasing on Steam. I can't wait. I kind of wish I put an order through her through Amazon Japan, because Amazon Japan has like super cheap B-style bunny shipping, and if you're gonna buy a B-style bunny, I would go through Amazon JP over AmiAmi any day. But I already put an order through AmiAmi. I'm not about to hassle with aftermarket, so I'm keeping her no matter what. Going into February, so I want to talk about these two first because I've already paid them off and they technically have a release. It's just that Crunchyroll is taking their sweet ass time. I have the Toru and Kana Maid Cafe versions made by Apex Innovations, 1/7 scales, and they're Crunchyroll exclusive. I already the Toru looking a little bit off. I think Kana looks really cute again, because Kana's very hard to mess up, I feel like, when she comes to the cute department. But I saw them through an Instagram ad, I think, and they were like Crunchyroll's exclusive. I was like, holy shit. And Crunchyroll has delayed their orders back to back because they haven't gotten their shipments yet. And I'm like, god damn it. And I'm hoping, really praying that Crunchyroll comes through with packing, because I've heard some horror stories about Crunchyroll not putting anything in their boxes, but I've also seen them also just get to other people like completely fine. They're still good, so we'll see. Apex has not let me down though when it comes to the figures themselves. So I've seen some figures of Toru. I think Toru looks a little bit off, and I might sell her. And I also have two Kanas because one's going to my brother. So, but I really like them both together, so I'll probably end up keeping them both, because I definitely want to keep this Kana. If I'm keeping the Kana, I have to keep the Toru, so we'll see. I hope Apex pulls through though. I have not high expectations, but I do have expectations, if that makes sense. So the other figure that I have for this month is the Byleth by Intelligent Systems 1/7 scale. This looks really cool. Like, Intelligent Systems has been popping off with their figures recently, and she looks super good. I wish that they made the male version over the female, because I feel like the female Byleth, she just doesn't have a very good design. She's just very, like, I don't know how to say this, like, other than super waifu'd, if that makes sense. But this figure, like, captures like Byleth's, how she's gonna like beat her ass essentially in the field with her whip sword. I do think the price is a little bit high, but if I'm gonna just display her with the fire whip sword, I think that makes it worth it, because the fire whip sword really pulls this entire figure together. Push comes to shove, if I do have to cancel her due to financial reasons, I can just pick her up later on, because the Lin is still really goodly priced. Like, she's going for under MSRP, which is insane. So I feel like they made enough buy lists to just basically hand out to everybody. So we'll see. My last figure for February is the Ganyu figure by Hoyoverse. I don't know if it's by Apex as well, but I forget, but I do remember that it's very basic. It's basically like her standing art, but just as a figure. It's also very cheap because of that, thank God. This reminds me of just the Chen figure where she was just kind of just standing there, and she looks really nice. But I wish that she did more, man. Like, I want something more dynamic, or like her shooting a bow, or her grabbing something out of the air, or something like that, instead of just her standing there unmenacingly, you know. But I will take this. I love Ganyu a lot, so I will take this and hope and pray that we get another Ganyu figure one day. If not, I'm okay with this one, I guess. I don't have any scale figures pre-ordered for March, but I do have 4 figures pre-ordered for April. So the first one being the Hatsune Miku with Sowa version, 1/7 scale by Good Smile Company. This one looks amazing. I love her watery hair. It kind of has watery effects. It morely reminds me of like Splatoon hair, where it kind of like ripples and like the like ink effects and stuff like that. Super cool. And her modern drip, like the pink, the high pink with contrasting with her bluish teal hair. Oh, this is insane. Like, this is an insane figure, and Good Smile pulls through. This is going to be a good one. I'm not as excited as the ones in January, but this one's high up there. This one's if you didn't pre-order this one, you're gonna want to look out for this one, because I know this one's gonna be popping off. Next, I have Ray Millennials illustration version. There you go, that 1/7 scale by Alter and B-Box. So I think this figure was in purgatory for quite a while by Alter and B-Box, because I blame B-Box on that one. But her illustration has been out for a little while, and this looks amazing. Like, I think I'm not too big of an Evangelion fan. Hell, it's been such a long time since I've watched Eva in general, but I've always liked the Eva radio line. I've always wanted to pick one of those up, but when I saw this one go up on pre-order, I was like, get out of the way, dog. This body sculpt on Ray is hitting fucking different. I think Ultra's gonna pull through. And I'm not sure what B-Box is doing in this one. I think they probably did the paint work, probably, but she looks amazing. And if she does look like her prototype and she just comes out like this, game changing. If you didn't pick this Ray up, like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to find out that she went up now, but I think her orders opened it up on AmiAmi very recently again, so I would highly recommend putting an order through if you want an Eva figure, because this is the one that you want. The last 2 figures I have for this month are the Genshin Impact Lumine and Aether figures by Kotobukiya 1/7 scales. I had the sneaking thought of canceling both of them because of the whole things that Barbara had to go through for like her like musical pegs and stuff like that. I still have her, actually. I have her not unboxed yet. I've heard and seen a lot of like people complain about how her peg holes aren't like fully cleaned out for her stuff, but then I looked at them and I was like, well, there really isn't like anything like too like deserving of like peg holes. Like, I don't see anything else that you have to like plug in like a bunch of musical notes and shit, and I think Kotobukiya is gonna do these 2 phenomenally. I am a little bummed that I don't have the bonus faceplates, especially for Aethers, but I'm okay not having the bonus faceplates. I'll probably just have them displayed together with Barbara. And with Genshin Impact, that might just be it. I know that Alter is doing a official, there you go, almost. Kuching but budget figure, but I wanted that one, and then with how many I have these 2 on pre-order. I have the Barbara here, I have the Ningguang here, and I also have the Ganyu figure on pre-order. I think I'm a little Genshin Impact out, and if I was gonna get a Genshin Impact figure, I would either want Ito or Goru or another Ganyu figure. As stated before, I think that Ganyu figure is really basic, so if we had something like, say, the T-System Garage Kit, where she's like catching an arrow, I think, like, I don't fully remember what it looks like, I just remember it looked phenomenal. Or like, I don't fucking care, like, put her in a bridal dress. Like, I just want something that's just not her stock art. So when I said that those 2 were my last figures for April, I actually lied. I just remembered that I have the Amiya Fresh Fastener version by Javi Max, the 1/7 scale regular edition, because the special edition comes with like her entire skin. What made me want to pre-order this was Amiya's fashion here. I love the blues and how there's not too much blue to oversaturate Amiya, and the little red scarf just pulls the figure together, in my opinion. I also think Amiya is just really cute here, so I'm gonna keep her on order. I have thought about getting the full version where it comes with the scooter and the sign. I don't really want the full version, if I had to be honest. I'd rather just have just Amiya and Pengunu. So we'll see. April's over. We're going into May. So May, I have one figure for this month. I have the Azure Lane Baltimore Scorching Hot version, the TF edition made by Mimioi. So Mimioi has been like going crazy, or at least they went crazy last year with their 1/4 Dooku York and the sister ship, I forgot her name, but those not 1/7, 1/4 scales were phenomenal. And when I saw this go up for pre-order, I was like, oh, holy damn, oh my god. So there's this version, and then there's the full version where it has like the full like skin getup, where it has the fence and there's a bag and there's tennis rackets and stuff like that. But if I could save money and I can just get the hot anime waifu, then I'm just gonna get the hot anime waifu, because that's the only reason why I have this on pre-order, compared to say like Amiya, where I do like Amiya. Baltimore is like very unholy thoughts, let's just say. Very good looking, just like the Alter Azure Lane figures that I canceled. This one is a very good price for a 1/7 scale. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I know all y'all are gonna call me insane after this, because this is the reason why I ended up canceling the Zhao figure. But in June, I don't have a figure, but I do have a Dekofumo. I have the Sakuya. I don't want to mispronounce her name because Monkey's gonna come to my house and beat me up. But I have the Sakuya Dekofumo on pre-order for this month. 55,000 yen, excluding shipping. The shipping is gonna be a whole new ordeal, but she's like 3 feet tall Fumo, and I thought it was fucking hilarious if I got one of these. I don't know, like I had to go to my friends and like ask them if this was a good financial decision. My Discord crew said no, but my Instagram crew said yes, and that I could use it for Nekonode reasons. Linktree down in the description below. You can help me and buy some stuff from Nekonode, thank you. Just the absolute ridiculousness of a 3 feet Fumo has not registered in my mind that is gonna be in my possessions, let alone the Sakuya one. I have seen Dekofumos before. If you've seen my Anime Expo Chibi video, there was a car booth that had 2 Dekofumos in their cars. They got the Dekofumos. I don't think she got a driver's license though. I think we should watch out. I don't think both of them got driver's license. And they're huge. And like, just the thought that I'm gonna have one in June, it hasn't registered in my mind yet. All I'm just praying that the yen doesn't go to the 90 to 1 USD conversion rate, because ooh, that would hurt a lot. I won't lie. Oh, please don't do this. Just delay it a little bit longer. I'll take 70 yen. I'm not greedy. Just please have mercy on me. Next month, I have one figure, thank God. I have the Miku Nakano date style version 1/6 scale by Good Smile Company. I'm gonna keep it very simple because I have all 5 girls on pre-order. They're very good price. If these were like priced as like Furyu's wedding figures, then I would not have all 5 of them. But for I think less than 20,000 yen, after everything's gonna be said and done, I think these are really good, especially for 1/6 scales. Like, ooh my god. And Good Smile Company, these prototypes for all 5 of the girls absolutely pop off. Miku is my personal bias favorite out of the 5 girls, so when she went up first, I was like, holy shit, I need this one. And the other 5, I feel like they're also really good as well. And I also feel like they're very on brand. And I'm glad that they kept with the art style, except for Nino. I think Nino, they went for the cut hair instead of the long hair, which I'm glad for, because I have the Kotobukiya 1/7 scales and she has the long hair. And I was like, damn, I want her with short hair. And I'm glad that with the day style version with Good Smile, they went for the short hair, so I don't have to worry about that. So I have the Miku's in July, Nino is in August, Yotsuba is in September, Ichika is in October, and Itsuki is for December. A whole year away until we get Itsuki. Feels bad for Itsuki fans. I do think out of the 5, he's the most cute one. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that I like Miku, I'd probably keep Itsuki the most out of these 5, because I have ran it through my brain. I was like, what if I just like cancel some of these? But I look at Itsuki's and she's taking a bite from the crepe and already from the churro already, because there's a bite mark. It's super cute. But I'm going to keep all 5 of these on pre-order. I'm going to see if however I'm going to display them. I'm super excited for Miku especially, but all 5 of them, I can't wait because they're later in the year. Fucking hell, waits faster. Speaking of August, I have one figure for August other than Nino. I have Percival from Grand Blue Fantasy, made by Alter and Ami under their Altair line. It's a 1/8 scale. So when this announced, I put him on the wish list, and then he released, and he was like 30,000 yen, and I was like, dog, I can't really do that for Percival out of all people, because I really like Percival, just not that much. Like, out of all the Grand Blue Fantasy casts that I had, like, Percival was like, I liked him, just not that much. And then fucking Side Games out of nowhere goes, hey, so we all hear you want the Bethel figure based off of this art, and then they made it, and then they released it for 40,000 yen, and you could only order it through their side store, which they fucking did like a complete ghost release. So I expect to pay like $1 million for that figure. That has like gone past, and I don't really think I'm going to get that figure anymore. But with Percival, that made me want to go back to Percival and order him, even though he's more expensive than Gilgamesh. I think he's worth it. I feel like oh my god, the armor on this figure is absolutely insane, and a lot of people on my figure collection are pointing out like Percival's face doesn't really like Percival. I will say it doesn't look like the art that they based it off him, but I do think this is Percival though. And like I said, like this armor, dude, oh my god, your eye's gonna go for the armor first instead of the face, so I'm okay with that. I've been 50-50 on him ever since I thought about the Decafumo. I was like, holy lord Jesus. But for now, he's still on order because I don't want to handle with Grand Blue Fantasy. A lot of Grand Blue Fantasy figures go absolutely insano on the aftermarket, especially Altair figures as well. So I'm gonna keep him, and I'll see how it goes. If not, then, well, September is going to be the last month I'm going to be going over this video. So I have 2 figures other than Yotsuba. I have the Remu Koyumaju Densetsu edition. Got him. Made by Questq, 1/8 scale. First of all, I just want to say this does not look like Remu. When I first saw this, I was like, oh, who is this guy? And then it was Remu. I was like, oh my god, that's Remu? It's based off of like an artist who does like the Toho project, but like Castlevania, and I thought it was really cool. That's why it's the Komaju Detsetsu version, I suppose. But I was like, oh my god, that's Remu? They yesified my Remu? My god. And I know that Questq is gonna go crazy on these because Questq's Komatsu line, when I found out about the line, looks really good. And if I did play a Toho game, which yes, I have not played a Toho game, even though I have a fucking gigantic 3-foot plush coming my way, I would want to start with this line of Toho games because it's just like the gameplay is just like Castlevania, and I would really understand Castlevania more than I do Bullet Hell. And yeah, I really like how edgy this Remu is, like compared to like other Remu figures. I know that this isn't Remu. This is not my Remu, but I mean, I would like to have another Remu just to play side by side. The dichotomy of Remu fans. And the last scale figure I'm going to be talking about today is going to be Alteria Ryza. Yes, Ryza. I love Ryza so much. I don't know what this version is called, other than it's a 1/7 scale by Altair. Not Altair. That's their boy line. Alter. There you go. Jeez. When they announced this like smug face, her looking back, I was like immediately like, I'll pre-order this on God. And then a prototype released, and like my figure collection and Japanese fans were like absolutely harking Alter. But like, this is it. This figure is literally 1-to-1 to the art. I don't understand what y'all are talking about. Like, this is Ryza. Maybe it isn't as plump or thick as the other Ryza figures that are out right now. Boy, that being said, this smug face, oh my god. She's so, this is super, this is it. This is the it right there. This is the one. I do want to pick up more Ryza figures in the future, but as the start, I do want to start my collection with this smug Ryza because it's super on brand compared to all the other Ryza figures where it's just her at the beach, or her with her gigantic asset, or her just standing with the weapon, which is not bad because I do want to pick up the Wonderful Works line of Ryzas, and maybe I can make like a triangle shrine around the smug one. That'd be kind of funny. I have to write that down. For now, this is going to be my first Ryza figure, and I hope Alter doesn't disappoint. And if they change their face because everybody's backlash, then I swear to God. And that's it. Those are all the pre-orders I have for this year. And that doesn't exclude cancellations that I'm going to do later on this year, which I might happen because of a certain gigantic plush. And that doesn't include any other orders that are going to happen later this year. That's it. That's the rest of this video. I hope your 2023 is going well. If your 2023 has already fucked up, that's okay. You have the rest of the year, and we also have 2024. So don't give up yet. And also, you should probably start ordering stuff off of like Solaris if you can, or other sites that pay upfront, because the yen's starting to creep back up into the 80 cents to $1 USD. I'm really scared that's gonna go back to 90 cents to a dollar. Just wait until June, okay? I know that the borders are open and Japan's economy is slowly getting better, which I'm super happy for, but please wait until June. I don't want to get completely destroyed because of a stupid 3-foot plush.